cyclocross friends, and welcome back to Cyclocross Television. We are in Fallon Park in Roanoke, Virginia for Virginia's Blue Ridge Go Cross race presented by Deschutes Brewery. We're at the start line of the women's race, and it is a hot and dry day, which means we are seeing a mix of file treads and all-around tires in the grid. We're on board for this race with Becca Faringer and also Sonny Gilbert, who should be battling all day at the front. And as the whistle blows, Caroline Maini takes off and is not wasting any time to get herself to the front with a fast start. A bit of a bottleneck behind as the back of the field gets caught up at the finish line, but everyone is through safely, albeit a few more seconds behind. At the front of the race, Maini is overtaken by Faringer, who wants to push the pace and be first to the sand. And in the sand, Faringer leads the way and dismounts near the end of the pit. Maini and Gilbert in second and third continue to ride. But as we can see, no penalty served by Faringer for the dismount as she continues to lead. It's still a big group at the front with Carolyn Nolan, Erica Zavetta, Raylan Nuss, Jane Rossi, and a slew of others still in contention. At the big U-turn with the utility pole steps on this permanent cyclocross park, Faringer continues to lead Maini and Gilbert. Faringer sticks to the inside line with Maini drifting wide looking for that passing lane. Behind that trio, Nolan, Zavetta, Nat Redmond, Carla Williams, Nuss, and Kate Cumming lead the chase. New for this year is this left-hand sweeper that had riders sessioning different lines all day Friday. The leaders stick to the burned-in low line while the chasers stay high. Onto the power section of the track, and Faringer continues to hammer. Maini sticks to the wheel as Gilbert drops off the pace ever so slightly. Through the short single track section, and Gilbert is back on Maini's wheel as the leaders navigate the roots and loose dirt of the woods. As the race starts heading back towards the finish, Maini has snuck back into the lead. Carla Williams in fifth spot finds a loose patch of ground between the trees and goes down. It may look refreshing, but it's too early to start thinking about that post-race dip in the Fallon Park pool because right now the leaders are at the staircase and hitting it hard. In the chase, Nolan continues to lead with Nuss, Rossi, and a recovered Williams right there. Over the flyover, and the leaders are heading for home. This is a crucial part of the track, the last wide open section before things bottleneck right before the finish. In all respects, this is the sprint before the sprint. Maini continues to lead with Faringer on her wheel and Gilbert right there too. As the leaders head to the mini planks right after the fly-under, the chase is starting to take shape. Nolan continues in fourth, but behind her, a charging Jane Rossi has taken over the fifth spot. The leaders are flying towards the sand, and just like the previous lap, Faringer makes a point to be first into the feature. No dismount this time for Faringer as Maini sidles up next to her and looking to make the pass. Faringer hangs on to the lead as the trio heads towards the U-turn. And once again, it's Maini taking the outside line and this time successfully making it past Faringer. On the big sweeper, Faringer stays high as Maini dips down and is able to carry momentum on the far side to maintain the lead. Maini keeps the lead on the long straight, but Faringer comes out of the woods in front as the trio heads back towards the stairs. Behind the leaders, we have a repeat of the previous lap. but this time it's Nolan who goes down and Rossi jumps at the opportunity to create some space. At the stairs, Monty continues to constantly challenge Farringer for the front. From the go, neither rider is content to ride wheels. It's the front or nothing as Gilbert watches it all unfold in third. 5 laps to go as the leaders cross the mini planks with Farringer setting the pace. As Gilbert starts to fade, Monty offers encouragement, much to Farringer's chagrin.
I'll get you! Come on, Sonny! Go, Sonny! Yes, Sonny! Go, Sonny!
And just behind the chatter, Rossi and Nolan continue in a tight battle for 4th spot and possibly the podium. Williams and Hannah Ahrensman are chasing hard as well, a few more seconds back. As the leaders hit the sand, Gilbert is starting to lose ground as Farringer and Mani continue to fight for every inch. Back at the U, and it's deja vu all over again as Mani dials in her favorite line and makes the pass on the high side. Too many lead changes to count at this point, and there's still 4.5 laps to go. On the sweeper, it looks like Farringer is scoping out the middle ground with that line choice. Behind the leading pair, Gilbert continues to hold down third. Behind her, Rossi has built a 7-second lead over Nolan. With just under 4 laps to go, Mani is attacked and has a 6-second lead on Farringer through the sand. At the Big U, Farringer has cut the lead to 4 seconds. On the sweeper, Farringer is still debating line choice, like out loud, so we all get to be in her head for the discussion. A little farther back, Williams is able to take advantage of a small bobble by Hannah Aronson to take over the 6th spot. With under 3 laps to go, Mani continues to maintain a 4-second lead before the sand. But once in it, Farringer goes into tractor pull mode and powers up to Mani's wheel by the time they hit the tarmac. And once there, she doesn't stop for a rest, but rather motors right past Mani as they approach the Big U. Once again, on this feature, Mani sets up for the pass, but doesn't punch it this time around. Checking in on the Rossi-Nolan battle, and it's still close. Meanwhile, Farringer is putting the hammer down and Mani is holding on. One point to note as we watch the lead pair is that Farringer opted for a water bottle and cage on her bike for the race. Mani did not. It's a hot day and this may play a factor. At the stairs, and Mani continues to challenge for the lead, but Farringer is able to hold her off as they head towards the finishing stretch where they will see 2 laps to go. And back in the sand, and Farringer continues to lead as the pace is really picking up. Gilbert in third, and the rest of the field are minutes behind at this point. And in the Big U, Mani is giving it everything she has to make that pass. Rubbing shoulders as they make the turn into the sweeper, and it's Farringer who wins the positioning battle. Opting for the high line, she rails the turn to maintain a small gap over Mani. And the battle for fourth is turning out to be just as exciting as the fight for the win, as Nolan stays high to take the lead back from Rossi. We're at the stairs and our leaders are neck and neck. Water or not, the French champion is going to continue attacking until the finish. One lap to go at the mini planks, and this one is far from decided. Farringer continues to push the pace, but she can't shake Mani from her wheel. In the ongoing fight for fourth, Nolan has separated herself from Rossi, who is looking to catch back on before she runs out of time. Final time on the Big U, and you know what has to be coming. And there it is, Mani with the pass as they head towards the sweeper. But Farringer, she's having none of it, muscling past to regain the lead with only a third of a lap to go. Through the S-turn that has given so many riders trouble, and they are side by side. Farringer jettisons the water bottle as the finish quickly approaches. And there it is! Kona Maxxis Shimano's Becca Farringer is able to separate herself from Caroline Mani in the final turns to take the win at Virginia's Blue Ridge Go-Cross. Pactimo Women's CX Travel Project's Caroline Mani rolls in for a well-deserved second as her teammate Sunny Gilbert hangs on to third. Carolyn Nolan won the exciting battle for fourth place, with Jane Rossi earning the final spot on the wide-angle podium. Thanks for tuning in to Cyclocross Television. We have plenty more from Go-Cross, so make sure you subscribe to the channel and to tell your cyclocross friends about our coverage. For Cyclocross Television, CXHAIRS, and the Wide Angle Podium Network, I'm Bill Scheiken. See you soon, Cyclocross friends.